Hey, today I want to talk to you about the power of manifestation. How can you manifest the things you want in your life whenever you want them? Now, there's a process that I have discovered that has literally allowed me to create the lifestyle of my dreams whenever I wanted, wherever I want to go, with whoever I want to be there with. Now, I'm in Qatar right now. I'm on the way to the Maldives. And at the Maldives, I'm going to stay at one of the most amazing resorts ever. We just have a layover here, so we're shopping. It's a beautiful airport. It's the third, I think number 3 rated airport in the world. And it's cool, and it's like a cool mall because in California right now, all the malls are closed. So I went shopping. It's exciting. It's fun. But I remember not too long ago, I couldn't go shopping. I couldn't afford trips, and I didn't have clients. I didn't have the lifestyle that I currently have. And I definitely didn't have the privilege of teaching you how to do the same, because I'm a strong believer in not teaching people things that I haven't done yet. So I do it. I figure out the easiest way to get there, and then I teach people how to do that exact thing. So right now, I want to actually teach you how to manifest the life of your dreams using the same thing I did. So back in the day, I used to visualize things, and I used to imagine myself traveling the world with a bunch of beautiful women or a girlfriend and making a lot of money. And what ended up happening was I not only couldn't do it, but I had nowhere to start. I had no idea how I was going to get there. I had no mentors. I had nothing. And one day I met somebody who was doing that same thing, and I met them at LAX while I was dropping one of my friends off in LAX. And they looked like they were super, they just looked casual. You know, I just had a conversation. I said, "What do you do?" They're like, "You know, I'm retired." I'm like, "How old are you?" He's like, "I'm 26. I'm like, "You're retired at 26? What do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, I did really well for myself." I'm like, "What do you do now?" He's like, "I just travel the world with whoever I want all the time, and I have a great time." And I said, "Wow, well, what do you do?" And he's like, "You want to know the secret?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's the secret to success?" He said, "Well, number 1, never give up on yourself. And number 2, know where you're going." Now that struck out to me. And what I have found is that if I know exactly where I'm going and I visualize it, I can always get there. That is the biggest step to success, because if you don't know exactly what you want in order to succeed, you won't. So I started to imagine exactly what I wanted. I asked myself this question: Marcel, if you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? And I started to visualize myself traveling the world in luxurious, beautiful places. And I always wanted to go to a place like the Maldives or the Bahamas. And you know, it's obviously expensive. And finally, I'm looking at my life. I just bought an Aston Martin. I just moved into a mansion. You know, I'm growing my business very quickly. And more importantly, I have the most incredible people I've ever had in my life around me, surrounding me all the time. And I asked myself, I'm like, how did I get here? I'm literally living the life of my dreams. And I look back and I remember a moment where I literally imagined this right here. I imagined this beautiful airport. I imagined myself traveling, and I'm feeling the same emotions that I felt then. And what I want you to do right now is I want you to imagine the life you want. How much money do you want to have in your bank account? And why do you want that money? What are you going to do with it? What kind of people do you want in your life? And, you know, don't let this voice in your head that'll pop up that says, well, how do I get there, interfere with that. And I'll tell you why. How you're going to get there doesn't matter. Human beings, your brain is like a servo mechanism. A servo mechanism is the same thing that you have in a heat-seeking missile. It doesn't necessarily know the path it'll take to get to the jet or whatever it's locked onto, but it'll adjust itself. It'll move left, right, up, down, go faster, slower, until it hits the thing that it's locked onto. Human beings are the same. And the closer you get to your goal, not only the clearer it becomes, but the faster you get there. And you may be struggling now, well, where do I start? Well, here's the shortcut, and this is the secret for me that has allowed me to manifest anything I've wanted in my life and continuously have passion and drive to never run out of it. Now, if you are wondering, because I used to wonder, what the first step is, I promise you it's this. It's learning how to become the person you are going to be. How can I be the same person that is living the life of their dreams? What do they do differently than me? Do they wake up earlier? Do they ask for more money? Are they more confident? And if you start to actually develop the skill sets and the traits that the future version of yourself has, you're going to accomplish whatever it is that you want. And you're going to start to attract it, because right now you have everything in your life based off of your current beliefs, your current emotions, and your current behaviors. If you change those beliefs and you change those emotions, and you change your habits and behaviors, you're going to change your circumstances, because actions create results. And the actions you're currently taking are getting you the results you currently have. Just by visualizing the things that you want, you are literally reprogramming your brain to start to become that person. And then the brain now has a map of the future rather than a map of the past. When you feel like the past version of yourself, your brain continuously goes back to the past. And when it goes back to the past, your life will continue to look like the past. So we need to break out of that habit right now, and you need to focus on the thing you want. What do you want? Now, don't think small. If you think small, you're going to continue to get small things. The reason a lot of people don't have big goals, and the reason they think so small, is because they're using the limiting beliefs that have been programmed into them from the past in the present. And in the present moment, those limiting beliefs are not going to allow you to change your future. Remember, if you bring the past into the present, your future will look like the past. If you bring the present into the future, right, or bring the future into the present, you'll start to manifest a different lifestyle. Now ask yourself, what is the future version of you want? What do they look like? And how do they act? If you start to imagine it, feel it, and actually act like you're there, all of a sudden you'll do things differently and it'll feel like it fell in your lap. Have you ever gotten something that just fell into your lap? You ever wanted something you had your eyes on and it just all of a sudden happened? You just finally got that car or that purse or those shoes, or you got that job or that audition, someone called you back. That's not an accident. It's because you programmed your mind to go get it. Now what I want you to do is I want you to imagine exactly what you want, feel it, practice this every day. It doesn't happen overnight. Practice this every day, and in 2 or 3 years' time, that huge goal that seems so far away, you'll have the same realization I'm having right now in this video, and it's that I am literally living the life that I had imagined 4 years ago, right now. At 22 years old, I'm traveling on a $200,000 vacation. I paid for everyone to come with me. There's 12 people coming with me. And on top of it, I feel better than ever. So I want you to have that same feeling that I have right now. Do what I'm telling you. And I've showed so many different people all over the world, thousands of people all over the world, how to do the same thing. If you feel the same way that I feel right now, it means you got to where you wanted to go. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and again, like it if you want more things like this. Now, there's one thing I want to leave you off with, and it's this. If you tell small-minded people your big goals, that is a very easy way to kill those goals. Don't share your goals with people to then get validation about them. It doesn't matter how many people believe in you or don't. The house I'm in, the car I have, this trip, everybody tells me not to do these things. I don't listen. I do them anyways. And that's why I'm living the life I want on my terms. If you want to live life on your terms, stop listening to everyone when they tell you that you can't. And listen to me when I tell you you can. Just keep going, be persistent, and I'll see you on the other side.